What's going on? What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's on your mind? NBA world. Talk to me. Talk to me. What's on your mind? NBA world. I'm your host, Mike Sports Vibes Ballin', where I cover the Philadelphia 76ers. I also cover the Philadelphia Phillies. I also cover the NBA playoffs, the MLB playoffs, and I will be covering a little bit of boxing. So if you like good vibes, consider subscribing to your boy. But yeah, man, what's on your mind, man? Like, a lot of rumors are out there when it comes to the NBA world, when it comes to Giannis, when it comes to Kevin Durant. As a Sixer fan, there's a lot of rumors when it comes to the Sixers trading back from the third spot down. I don't know who's really trying to get up there, but there's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of rumors going on. As a Sixer fan, talking about Kevin Durant, if there was listen, I like Kevin Durant. I wouldn't mind him being on the Sixers. If we could get rid of Paul George and not this year's first round pick, maybe another first round pick in like a later year, I'll do that. What's going on? Greetings, bro. How you doing? How you doing? Greetings, Prince of the Saiyans. What's going on? Vegeta. Shout out to my guy Sports. What's good? My mind is on the NBA is that I have a chance to be mad after tomorrow night's game or not. Hey, listen, who you going for tomorrow? You going for the Thunder or are you going for the Pacers? Like, all jokes aside, like, I mean, honestly, for me, listen, I ain't going for neither one. But I'm going to keep it real. I just want to see a good game. That's all I want to see. By the way, everybody that's in the building, make sure you double tap the screen, hit the like button. And the question of this video is, what's on your mind, NBA world? There's a lot of rumors. So we're kind of like freestyling right now. I'm taking this nature walk, you know. As you can see, I'm just taking this nature walk. But there's a lot of rumors going around when it comes to Kevin Durant. And like I said, as a Sixer fan, I would love to have Kevin Durant if we can get rid of Paul George and get rid of a future first-round pick, not this year's first-round pick. I would love to see KD to replace Paul George. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Oh, I'm a Pacers. Oh, you're a Pacers fan. Honestly, the Pacers could win, bro. Y'all at home, y'all got a good opportunity, so I wouldn't be scared. If you're a Pacers fan, I wouldn't be nervous. You did your job. You got the first game of the NBA Finals. Now you got to take care of home. If the Pacers could take care of home for both games, they could definitely win the series. Now, it's just a big if. They gotta take care of business. And it's all about taking one game at a time. You can't rush the process. You know what I mean? One game at a time. Take care of game 3 and take care of game 4, and then you'll see what can happen, because you'll be up. You'll be up 3-1 going to game 5. And even if you lose game 5, you're going to be back in, I think the NBA Finals is like that. You go back to game 6, you'll be in Indiana, and then win it in 6. So you never know. What's going on, everybody? Make sure y'all double tap, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Try to get some of our first 500 subscribers on this channel. We cover the Sixers. We cover the NBA playoffs. We cover the Phillies. We cover a little bit of boxing. Shout out to each and every one of y'all that's vibing with your boy. Let's get it. What's going on? I can't even pronounce your name. I'm not going to pretend to try to say that name. What Usman said, if all the NBA hoopers had that Vegeta mindset, basketball would be the most popular. You ain't lying, bro. Oh my gosh, if they had that Super Saiyan mindset, hey, listen, there'll be no flopping. It'll be like a true gladiator sport, man. Like, them dudes will be going hard in the paint. Shorty, what you think? They wouldn't be shooting so many threes every game. What's going on, everybody? Analysts are saying that a KD trade could happen in a few weeks. Yeah, I think after the finals, it's going to be a trade. Definitely, it's going to be definitely a trade. Yeah, I could definitely see that. in my honest opinion, I think Kevin Durant, um, shit, if it's not the Sixers, stay in the West Coast. Stay in the West Coast, man. I can see him go to numerous teams, bro. Listen, you know what's so crazy? He could possibly go on one of the teams that's playing in the finals right now. Kevin Durant could possibly go to the Pacers. He could possibly go to the Thunder. Not that they necessarily need him, but you can't do, but that would be nice to have. Having a Kevin Durant, he don't got it. Look, he could be the closer on your team, man. He could be the closer on your team. He's still a bucket. He's still a bucket. He could go to the Timberwolves. I think the Timberwolves would be a great pickup for the Timberwolves. Kevin Durant and Ant-Man would be great. He could also go to the in the East. He could go to the Celtics, maybe. He could go to New York. A lot of people are saying that he might go to New York. I'm hearing a lot of rumors about Kevin Durant going to New York. Now, if that's the case, how is that going to work? Who are they getting rid of to get Kevin Durant? I think KD will go to the Spurs. Woo! To the Spurs, man. That'd be a nice... That's another team. And another rumor was the Rockets as well. So he could go to the Rockets. He could go to the Spurs. He could go to numerous teams, bro. And another team in the East is the Cavaliers. I did hear about Boston. What else? Who else in the East? But I heard I'm hearing a lot of rumors about KD going to New York. I could see him going to New York, but at the same time, if I was Kevin Durant, I'd rather go to the Cavs. I'd rather go to the Cavs, and not to say that New York isn't a better team than the Cavs. I don't really, we don't really, because New York, I got to give them credit when credit is due. New York got to the Eastern Conference Finals, right? And I know the Cavs got hurt, but I look at it like this. Go to the Cavs. The Cavs haven't touched the NBA Finals since LeBron James put them over the top. But then again, if you win in New York, Kevin Durant, if you go to New York and you win in New York, bro, you're going to be an instant legend forever, bro. If you go to New York, so honestly, if you want to talk about resume and all-time great, if Kevin Durant goes to New York and he wins a championship in New York, they haven't won a championship in I don't know how long. That would be a good look for KD. Are you streaming the finals tomorrow? Yes, I will be streaming the finals tomorrow. So make sure everybody in the building, make sure you tune in for that. I don't know who's going to win, though. I have no clue. I got an opinion, but I don't know who's winning that game. I want to say Pacers because I feel like the momentum, like just think about it. It's the first home game in the finals for the Indiana Pacers, and I don't know how long. And then you got to think of it like this. The energy in the building is going to be so crazy, so contagious. It's going to feed the players and give the players a lot of energy. But the problem is when that sensor beam, is it sensor beam? What's the beam that they be talking about in Dragon Ball Z? When it finally is like not giving you that extra energy, how are the Pacers going to respond to that? Is it going to last them throughout the whole game or not? Because like I said, in game 2, the problem that the Pacers have is the Avengers have arrived. When you got Alex Caruso, and I'm not saying he's going to give you 20 points. I'm not even going to say that. Giving you 20 points, you got, who else had like 18 points? Wiggins with 18 points. You had Holmgren with like a double-digit points. You also had Jalen Williams with double-digit points. You know SGA is going to get you 30-something points a game. It's just very hard to beat the Avengers when you got everybody doing that. So my whole thing is this. Who on the Pacers is going to step up? And I called 2 players out. I called out Siakam. I called out Tyrese Halliburton. Shout out to my guy. Energy momentum, yes. I think, Yeah, they need to have that momentum. I think the crowd give them that energy, but once that wears off, are they going to be able to continue to do their thing? Because I'm telling you right now, the Thunder is looking to steal game one in Indiana. I'm telling you that right now. They want to repay the favor. They want to repay the favor. Y'all stole game one in OKC. They're like, all right, we're going to come to Indiana. We still in game one, bro. So how are the Pacers going to answer? And Tyrese Halliburton, what the Halliburton has to step up. Halliburton cannot, and I'm going to repeat this again, he cannot go into this game too passive. He got to go into this game like, yo, I'm the man. Give me the ball. I don't got to score all the time, but you're going to hear my name a lot because I'm going to be scoring. He got a very, very good floater. He has a good mid-range. He has a solid three as well. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Halliburton and Siakam need to, yes, they have to. That's not even, listen, if they don't step up, the Pacers are losing tomorrow. And that's just a fact. That's not me hating. That's just me keeping it real. If you a Pacers fan, you know for a fact, if your two best players ain't playing like they need to, you're getting cooked at home. Y'all getting cooked. But if they play at a high level like they can, they have a good chance of winning this game. They have a very good chance because I'm going to keep it real with you, man. The Pacers is tough, man. They got a tough team, man. They got one of the probably the deepest team. Like, people say the Thunder got the deepest team. Man, I don't know about that, bro. Like, when I watch the Pacers and what they got on their team, it's just like, dang, bro. Like, hey, listen, I ain't going to sit here and cap as a Sixer fan, right? I do the play-by-play throughout the season, and I see the Pacers when we play them, right? But I didn't really follow the Pacers. I know about some of the players and all that, but Nesmith is a straight-up dog, bro. Nembhard is a straight-up dog, bro. Like, I knew about them, but they showed me a lot this playoff run, bro. My guy said, who cares about this KD? The 76ers should worry about because they have been I can't no more, man. I can't. That is the funniest comment ever, yo. They could take a 3-1 lead if they win twice. Yeah, they have to. Listen, they don't have to, but in order for them to have a command, there's a difference between having the lead and having a commanding lead or the series being tied, right? Because if they go up 3-1, if they get both games in Indiana, 3-1, bro, you need one more game to win the NBA Finals. You need one more game to win the NBA Finals. So if Indiana, listen, it's easier said than done. It's not that easy to just be like, oh, I'm going to beat the best team in the West. It's not that easy. But if they could somehow accomplish that and beat the Thunder 2 times at home and go up 3-1, you got one more. Listen, you got to win one more game. So even if you lose, say you lose game, all right, so game 5. Say you lose game 5. Okay, you go on to Indiana for game 6. All right, I hope this don't happen. Say they lose game 6. You still got game 7. So you got 3 more times to win one more game. So that's why this game is so important. This 2 games, 1 game at a time. Because you can't get the game 4 before you win game 3. So win game 3 and then you go from there. But I'm telling you right now, the Thunder is trying to repay the favor. They know Indiana came into OKC, beat them game 1. They're gonna try to do the same thing, bro. They're gonna try to knock the crowd out the game early. I'm telling you, bro. I just have a feeling because I just have a feeling, bro. I have a feeling. And OKC ain't no joke. So, but the thing about it, the counter what OKC can do, because I'm going to keep it real with you, right? I got OKC winning in 6 or 7, but I say it could either go either way. But I'm going to keep it real. If Tyrese Halliburton and Siakam go off for the rest of the series, I'm talking about between 20 to 30 points a game without them turning the ball over all crazy. And when every role player playing the way they've been playing, they could win this series, bro. The Pacers could win this series in 6 or 7, bro. They could win this series, bro. Like, I really believe that. This is an even. This series is so even. That's why when people be saying, "Oh, Thunder gonna win 3 straight," bro. Thunder ain't winning 3 straight games. I'm being honest with y'all Thunder fans. It's not happening. The Pacers are too good. The Pacers are too good, bro. Was just on a walk 3 hours, Mike. See? Yeah, you already know the vibes, bro. Tyrese Halliburton, Pascal got to come. Yes, that's a good point, bro. They have to come out early and they have to score. They have to score. They can't just wait until the fourth quarter, especially Siakam, because Siakam, in my opinion, is a better overall scorer. He might not be able to hit the 3 like Tyrese Halliburton, but my goodness, when Siakam is in his bag, there's not many players that got a lot. There's not many players that's better than him offensively. Siakam got some game. That's why he was the Eastern Conference MVP. There's a reason for that, because he has a lot in his bag. Siakam has to be better offensively, and then, of course, Tyrese got to do this thing. But the pressure is on them, too. I already know what Nembhard is going to do. I already know what Nesmith is going to do. You know what I mean? Miles Turner, listen, I love Miles Turner. You can't let Holmgren dominate you like that, bro. You can't let Holmgren dominate you like that, bro. Dunking and one-handed dunks and all that and playing that defense. Listen, bro, Miles Turner, you got to step up too, bro. For real. For real, though. All right, so Tyrese Halliburton, fourth quarter, real superstar impose their will and dominate. Yup, you got to do it early and in the late spots, right. I want the Pacers to finish this in 6. Woo, it's going to be tough, but they can do it. But it starts with this game tomorrow, and I will be live on this YouTube channel, so make sure y'all hit that like button and hit that subscribe button and tune in, because it's going to be lit, man. It's a very big game tomorrow. They have to. I'm not saying the Pacers have to win, but they need to win, bro. It's a different, listen, they don't have to win, but they need to win, because I'm going to tell you right now, if they let OKC come in Indiana and beat them the first game in the NBA Finals in Indiana, I don't know how long, the momentum is definitely going to be switched, bro. It's going to be switched, bro. And it's all about momentum, bro. It's hard to win 3 games in a row. Facts. I agree. People say Holly needs to score, but that's not true. He just needs to facilitate. I think he needs to do a combination. He can't just facilitate. He has to be a threat offensively as well. There's a lot of times, bro. There's a lot of times Tyrese Halliburton would drive to the rim, and instead of taking that contested layup, he'll throw it to the outside for a 3. Yes, sometimes them 3-pointers they wide open. But in my opinion, this is just my opinion, right? I think a contested layup is a better shot than a wide open 3 consistently. You're closer to the basket, and I'm going to tell you the reason why. You're closer to the basket. On top of that, if you're physical driving to the rim, you could get the other team in foul trouble. But if you drive all the way to the rim, what's the point of doing all that work, right? And then you kick it out to a 3-point shooter, and then they brick it for chicken, bro. When you could have went up for the layup and possibly got the other team in foul trouble. Because if you get them in foul trouble, say you get Holmgren in foul trouble, say you get Hartenstein in foul trouble, or anybody that's guarding you in foul trouble, that helps you out. But if you're not as aggressive when you're going for the layups, and I'm not even just talking about him I'm talking about every aspect of his scoring. He needs to just be aggressive. He could do the floaters. He could do anything, but he can't, he has to be a little bit more balanced when it comes to the scoring and facilitating. But I think he needs to try to get his bucket early on. Not to say he needs to be like a SGA, and SGA is a dog. He's just a scorer, but he could pass. Tyrese Halliburton has to score a little bit more. He cannot just expect his teammates. And I know assists are like scoring as well, and it's good to get your teammates involved, and I'm not taking nothing from them from that perspective. But if you're driving all the way to the lane and you got a defender, man, you have one defender on you. You're not getting double teamed. Bro, have that swag that you have when it's the fourth quarter. When it's the fourth quarter, it don't matter who's guarding Halliburton. He gonna pull up for a midi. He gonna beat you down off the dribble. He gonna get a layup. He gonna do whatever. Have that swag early on. Not to say to change his whole game, but they needed him last game, and he did not do nothing in the first 3 quarters, bro. He waited until the fourth quarter to start making shots, and I'm like, dude, it's a little too late. Like, what are you doing? And especially if you know your second best player, Siakam, wasn't having a good game, you got to be aggressive. You think Michael Jordan always had I'm just using him as an example. You think Michael Jordan always had a good game offensively? Nah. And guess who stepped up? Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen. And guess what? Let's just turn it around. Let's switch it around. When Scottie Pippen's not doing nothing really offensively, guess who's going to step up? Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a sense that if you know your teammate is struggling offensively to score the ball, hey, bro, I got you. I got you. I'm going to put you on my back. I'm going to put the team on my back, and I'm going to get these buckets. Ben Simmons was a part of a 76ers best years and a chance to win the chip. The Hawks series was the best chip. Man, bro, I don't even want to talk about Ben Simmons. I'm sorry. I can't do it, y'all. I can't do it on this live stream. I won't talk about Ben Simmons on this live stream. Ben Simmons he had that mindset where he thought he was so good he didn't have to work on his game. He didn't work on his free throws. The man didn't develop a mid-range. He didn't develop a three. He didn't develop any type of offense in a half-court offense. He didn't have no type of offensive game besides a fast break dunk or whatever. Like, bro, I don't even want to talk about Ben Simmons because, like, I'm so over the ball. I'm not trying to hate on him. I'm not trying to hate on Ben Simmons, but I'm just keeping it real, bro. I'm just keeping it real. I don't want to talk about Ben Simmons, bro. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't do it on this live. I can't. Andrew Nembhard is a legit also. Yeah. Pacers need to limit their turnovers. Yeah, Pacers need to. And they did. They limit their turnovers last game. The problem is their two best players wasn't scoring. If their two best players would have scored, the Pacers could have. Look, I'm going to keep it real. They could have won game 2. The problem is they wasn't scoring. And I'm going to tell you why. And I got to give credit to OKC. OKC is the best team defensively, in my honest opinion. So I got to give credit to them. But if Tyrese Halliburton and Siakam would have scored a little bit more, they would have won the game possibly. But the problem is they was non-existent, especially Siakam. Siakam didn't do a dang old thing. Tyrese at least was cooking in the fourth quarter. Shout out to Daniel in the building. Tyrese shouldn't be leaving games with single. Yeah, right. And that's a fact, Malik. What's going on, Eric? Skull to the boy. You know the vibes, man. I got to talk that talk. I had to talk my talk. Shout out to Ron's Opinion. Don't matter. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody that's in the building. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Brad Brown, what's going on? Hi, what's going on, everybody? I'm about to get off this live stream. I just want to just talk that talk real quick. I'll be live tomorrow. We're going to be live for the game. NBA Finals, Game 3 between the Pacers and the Thunder. Pacers is going to be at home. Pacers, the energy in the building is going to be crazy. You know Reggie Miller's going to be in the building. It's going to be very lit for the Pacers, man. For the Pacer fans. I'm going to say this right now. Hold your stars accountable. Tyrese Halliburton needs to be held accountable, bro, because he needs to do more offensively. Not to say he needs to score 50 points in a game. That's not what I'm saying. He got to give me at least 20. Hey, listen, give me at least 25 points and 11 assists this game, bro, and play good defense. Give me at least 25. That's all I'm asking. Siakam, I need you to give me 25 points and give me like 10 rebounds or something. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for much. Tyrese got to stop saying on fourth quarter manager and figure out to win games outright. Right. And you know what? I had a good I was live earlier this morning, right? And I had my mindset was this, right? You remember when D Wade, Chris Bosh, and LeBron James came together with the Heat? Remember how that game? Remember how that team was built? You know, LeBron James was the best player on the team, right? Even with D Wade, LeBron was the best player on the team, and LeBron James literally got him through LeBron and Chris Bosh got him through the first 3 quarters. And you know who their closer was? Their closer was D Wade. D Wade was the closer. My whole thing is this: Siakam and Tyrese Haliburton got to do a little bit of both, man. You got to do just enough to get them to the fourth quarter. You can't let your team be down by 20 points consistently and then turn up in the fourth. They both got to do a little bit of everything, especially Siakam, because I feel like Siakam's a better scorer when he wants to be than Tyrese Haliburton, but he got to be better. And Tyrese got to be better. And Tyrese got one of the best floaters in all of basketball. Why hasn't he been using it more consistently? Why hasn't he been more aggressive? Especially last game. I'm talking about last game. And then the first game, he was not doing nothing until the fourth. You cannot wait until the fourth. You cannot put that much pressure on your team to win the NBA Finals. Oh, I'm going to turn up in the fourth. No, bro. Like my boy Malik said, listen, you got to do your thing throughout the game, because you probably didn't. If you would have did your thing throughout the game, the first game that y'all won, y'all could have been up by 10 points without the pressure of hitting the game winner. Same goes for game 2. If he would have stepped up and Siakam, they could have probably won that game. For real. Tyrese got to be good in all 4. Yes, not just the 4. Right, that's my point. That's my point. And I understand people, when it counts the most, it's the fourth quarter. But how you going to win a game if your team is down by 20 points going into the fourth quarter? If your team is down by 15 points going into the fourth quarter, you're not winning that game, bro. You're not. I don't care how good you are, bro. Not against the Thunder. The Thunder have too many great defenders on this team. It's very hard. Oh, sorry, bro. It's very hard for you to win a game against this type of team being down by 15 in the fourth quarter. I don't care how good your offense is in the fourth. That's why he has to do a little bit more. I'm not trying to say he needs to be like Derrick Rose in his prime. I'm not saying he has to be like Luka. I'm not saying he has to be like Westbrook in his prime, just like mainly a scorer. You don't got to do that. He can be Tyrese Haliburton, but you got to do a little bit more offensively. That's all I'm saying. Because I don't want people to think I'm hating on him. I'm not going to, because I think he's a very, very, very good player. I got a lot of respect for Tyrese Haliburton. After this playoff run, I got a lot, listen, I wouldn't mind having his jersey, bro. Real talk. And this is coming from a Sixer fan. I wouldn't mind buying his jersey. I got a lot of respect for Tyrese Haliburton after this playoff run. Got a lot of respect for him. So, I just hope this is a good game. And it could get spooky. Sometimes, yeah, having home court advantage in these next 2 games is good. But sometimes it can backfire, because I don't know how the crowd is in Indiana, but I know how the crowd is in Philly. You mess around, you start losing by a little bit of points, not a little bit, by a lot of points, they're going to boo the crap out of you. And some teams like the mindset that have, some teams and some players love to shut up pretty much make the other crowd the opposing crowd be quiet. They like to shut them up. So I don't know if SGA and them like that type of mindset. It's us against the world type mindset. Some teams like that, bro. Some teams, say the crowd, somebody says, oh, SGA, you suck, blah, blah, blah. You're no good, SGA. Some players feed off of that. I remember there was a couple of games, Kevin Durant, somebody was talking crazy to Kevin Durant. And I don't know if I think it was in New York. Some New York fan was talking so much crazy talk to, there's some deers right here. Hold on, I'm going to show y'all these deers real quick. I don't know if y'all can see these deers, but I'm going to attempt to show y'all. It's blurry. It's blurry. They're right there though. But it was in New York, bro, and Kevin Durant was just listening. He was talking trash back to the dude. I don't know what he said to the dude, but he was cooking the Knicks, bro. He was cooking them. So sometimes it's not good to talk trash to the stars because you're not getting into their head. You're motivating them. Sometimes, and I'm not saying be scared of them and don't talk trash, but some dudes feed off of that. There's some players that feed off of that crap, y'all. Like there's certain players you don't want to mess with. And I'm not sure if SGA is that type of dude. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. Like, that's the one dude that I don't know. I don't know about SGA. You know what I mean? But some superstars feed off of that stuff, bro. Some superstars feed off of trash talking by the fans, bro. Like, real talk. Do you think Halliburton is the most over? Heck no. Little Deer. Yeah. I'm going to be getting off in about like a minute or so, y'all. It's getting really dark out here. But yeah, Tyrese Halliburton is not the most overrated. That's cap. Tyrese Halliburton is one of the best players in the game. That's just my opinion, and I think it's a fact. I don't even think that's just like, yeah, of course it's my opinion, but I think that's a fact, bro. Like, if you know basketball, if you watch basketball, that man is a good player, and he's a two-way player. He's a pure point guard. He has a lot of game offensively. He has a lot of game defensively. He's one of the best facilitators of the basketball in the NBA. And I got a lot of respect for him. I really do. But shout out to y'all. Have a wonderful night. And as always, God bless. Peace out, y'all.